So receiving is arguably one of the most important features in Fishbowl because everything sort of snowballs from there. If you get receiving wrong, then it's pretty bad, right? It will affect accounting and it will affect picking later on and maybe manufacturing later on. So in this video, we're going to take a look at all the features we can possibly think of in regards to receiving. Okay, other things to consider when receiving. We've got shipping down here, tracking number, package carrier. This is shipping information when you receive, but also probably what's even more noteworthy is this guy here, the open orders. This will really help triage or route what you're receiving. Notice we've got some work orders that are calling for this part. You may have sales orders that are calling for your part. And the date that those work orders are scheduled, so the priority of those work orders. So we may just want to click on the link to that work order and take a look at the location that that work order is being built in by clicking on details right here. And that will tell us where we should receive it to. Pretty cool, huh? So it'll help us route our receiving and receive to the most ideal place. If we use the system right, then we'll achieve our goal of having the fewest number of touches or the fewest number of footsteps. We want our inventory tracking to be efficient in the warehouse, right? So if you need it on a sales order or need it on a work order, it doesn't really make sense to put it away and then create a pick ticket. Why not just take the fewest footsteps and take it right to where it needs to be, to the order that's waiting for it. So that's cool. This button right here, we haven't talked about that, reject. So you can reject a part, and what that's going to do is leave it open in the system to, make it say damaged or something. Leave it open. Notice we rejected one, we began with 3, and so we're still waiting for 3 to arrive. Maybe we rejected 1 and we received 2. So we would change this to 2 and click receive. So now we've got the 1 reject and the 1 we're still waiting for. They may decide, well, we can't get it to you in time, and we may just cancel the order. In that case, we click on this link right here to the PO screen, and we can close it short most of the time. This won't let us close it short because we haven't yet reconciled. It says receipts or shipments must be fulfilled or entered in order to close short this purchase order. So what it's talking about is this line right here is not in a fulfilled or entered status. This is in an entered status, but this is a received status. In order to close short a purchase order, you need blue check marks and green triangles. This one is okay, you can have that, but so we can't close short the PO until we reconcile and bring this through the reconciliation process right here, which I go over in a different video. Closing short is something you've got to get down. The receivers or the accountants, probably the accountant is usually the best person to close short POs. Because that's the point where it's been received and then the vendor invoice has been entered. And at that point, the bookkeeper, accountant, controller should know whether or not that PO will be completed or not. If it's not, at that point, you can click the close short button. The goal is to have a clean file that's easy to read and understandable by all those that are looking at it. And so what I see sometimes is people forget to reconcile. They don't really realize that that's a step. And so they've got this huge long list of open POs, and they're wondering, why don't these close? That's also a problem I see with transfer orders a lot, because you don't really think about reconciling a transfer order because you don't get a bill from the vendor. But it's important to reconcile a transfer order for two reasons. One, it's not considered closed unless you do, so you're kind of forced to. You have to close out transfer orders. But two is transfer orders may have shipping applied to them. So you can land the shipping cost and lift the costing layer value up by the allocated shipping cost. And that happens in reconciliation too. And I go over that in another video. But the receiver's job at this point is just to mainly get the location right and the quantity right. Those are the two main responsibilities of the receiver, is to get the location right, well, and the part number. And if you have lot numbers or serial numbers, then it's important to get those in the system. So let's talk about that. Okay, so if you're still watching this, you're either an operations geek, or you're just letting it run in the background, or this was super helpful and you were glued to the screen the whole way. That's what we do here at Brando Consulting, is we help you decide what software is right for you. So don't hesitate to reach out. And please, please, please react to this video. That tells YouTube that people like this video, or if it was beneficial. Any type of reaction, YouTube says, oh, we'll let other people know about this video. So the commenting, please comment, subscribe, you know, whatever kind of reaction you can come up with, react to this video. And we greatly appreciate it. Click the link below, come to our website, fill out a contact form. I'm Lance, inventory software expert since 2006, and we have a lot of other videos like this for other software programs as well.